Hello everybody and welcome to another list video. We are here to talk about the 5 best level 0 Mystic cards for our own...
You said it was top 5.
It's 5 best, top 5.
You said it wasn't best, it was just top.
But it's your top best 5 Mystic level 0 cards,
Your
Travis.
top best
I asked if
your favorite top 5
I asked his favorite
best
or the best,
Mystic
and
level
you said
0.
that it was top.
It's your 5 top best 5 favorite top awesome really cool level 0 Mystic cards. So why don't we dive in and talk about our level 5 top best 0 level Mystic cards as we get to Bren's number 5, which is...
Oh, let's read the signs. Yeah, this one's just kind of cool.
It's really good.
I don't play it myself, but other people play it, and then I'm like, I don't have to think about the clues that are on that location anymore. So that's great.
I haven't played this card, but I've seen people play it.
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen it played.
Yeah.
I think honestly, the last time I played it was in a Safina Rousseau deck, like when Carcosa came out.
No,
That would be incredibly wild.
It's probably the last time I played with it.
Is Brent a time traveler?
no, you just never played it.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever. Yeah, no, like honestly, I
The
don't.
dream is when you can tell this little cat in the corner.
It does kind of look like just a face.
Well, it
but-
was in a Safina Rousseau deck when
Yeah.
the Dream Eaters came out.
Makes
I guess.
sense. This card's really good in
That's
Sphere,
whatever.
so
They're all this. Time is a flat circle.
It is. It is.
you probably played Sophia in like one of our playthroughs.
It all just
For the
comes
Dream
around
Eaters.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, card's kind of sweet. You get to dodge haunted effects, and that's really cool
Yep.
because some of them are a fucking nightmare.
You would know as the resident Realm of Torment master.
I live there.
Yeah.
It's my house.
You feel like a champion if you're ever able to ignore an effect.
make the
You
Especially
feel-
playing
favorite
Diana,
decks.
like,
Yeah.
oh.
Especially when it's like one of your only 6 cancels in your deck.
Yeah, I know, it feels really
Yeah.
good.
And it feels pretty powerful when that happens. But yeah, the Dream Eaters, Read the Signs, and Spectral Razor are both very powerful events. And I'm going to keep this going into mine, because mine is Spectral Razor.
Also very good.
3 damage is a lot of damage for one attack.
That's like an enemy.
Yeah, it's an enemy. It's just an enemy.
Count it.
Yeah.
3.
3.
This is like a 1
3.
on the word protection scale. Answers and counter card.
It's a 1 on a warded protection scale, and depending on your brain value, it also can go on the promise of power scale.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
new scale.
the difference between the promise of power scale and like the unexpected
Is
courage
it
scale
only works for mystics.
is that it's like the difference between like Celsius and Kelvin.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
they're like the same scale, just 0 is different.
Okay.
the thing that's also just
Yeah.
incredible about this one too is that you engage the enemy. Like, this has just a lot of juice
It's got a lot of stuff going for it.
for a level 0 card. Like, both Read the Signs and Spectral Razor, like, if my job is to flex, I'll, like, play them both. But, like, if I'm killing enemies, I'm going to keep Spectral Razor in my deck the whole time. If I'm getting clues, Read the Signs is going to make it till the end. They're just powerful effects.
Honestly, when I'm playing like Mystics in general, even if I'm the Clover or the Monster Fire, I'm probably just playing the other one.
Yep,
For the end
yeah,
of the campaign. Like, they're so easy to use, they're so convenient.
yep. Yeah. It's also, like, one of those, I know a lot of people were like, I want to see the upgraded versions if they got Return to Dream Eaters. I don't think they need it. They're like, the upgraded versions of this would just be, like, either,
costs
like,
1.
too good,
Like
or, like, yeah, the change would be, it would change the
Yeah.
cost, because they're already, like, really good.
Or you just wouldn't buy them.
yeah,
So bad,
I mean like
Yeah.
this one
Not
could
worth
like
it.
which is also
cost
not
1
what
and like do the damage to elite enemies too.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bonus, like the third damage. It'd be like a level 3-ish card,
Yeah.
you know.
It'd still be like a little bit difficult to justify you picking up for like 3
No,
experience.
Yeah, that'd be like a
it's
level
it's
scenario.
It's okay. It's a spell.
Yeah, it's a
you've got
spell
your-
and it's
you
an
got your
upgrade.
stupid permanents.
You're right,
and
it
you
only
upgrade-
costs
yeah,
1.
like
No, it costs
actually
0.
It costs 0.
It's like actually
Free, you're
free.
right.
Yeah,
No,
like,
you're right. I would upgrade into
why
that
would,
for 0 experience. Yeah.
You're right. It has to cost 4.
Yeah.
So
Would
you
it
spend
cost
at
more?
least 1, yeah.
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 You know, that's probably why the ceremonial sickle and the dowsing rod cost 4. Not because you can get them with, like, Arcane Research, but because Down the Rabbit Hole makes them cost.
Yeah,
They're
probably.
like, a little sus. A little sus.
Just don't print down the rabbit hole.
All right, Travis, your number 5 is...
Yeah, Scroll of Prophecies. It's been making it into a lot of my Mystic decks. You know, it might not be on the same power level as some cards like Down the Rabbit Hole or Deny Existence or Promise Power or whatever those things that you expect to be on this list are, but it shores up a big hole in the Mystic class, which is card draw. They have none. By none, I mean you got Arcane Initiate.
It was
and you
really
have
good.
You have that
Scroll of Secrets.
and you have that
Which is
Eldritch
also really
Initiation,
good.
which
Yeah.
you also need to build around.
Yeah, and you have this.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, because most Mystics can get by without using their hand slots either, and you also can use it on other people. So like whenever Travis gives me this, I'm like, oh, it's like Santa Claus is here.
Yeah, especially like if you're playing a Flex or something like that, or a support, and as a Mystic, you know, your fire doesn't have weapon, you're like, just draw 6 cards this turn, man.
Yeah,
Like,
just go for it. Go hard. Yeah.
yeah, your Clue Getters, like, they burned all their deductions and stuff, they have their own cards, like, just take 6 cards. And if they're both doing good, like, good, you draw cards.
How have you not played a card with this and the mushrooms?
What?
A deck with this and the mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
The Psychosyllabin. The Dream Enhancing Serum, that's what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You draw 3 and you're like, oh look, this is a copy of a card in my hand.
Long time so allowed to play or Seeker.
You can just play
Like with the cards
you
I
can
wanted.
just play Daisy whenever you want.
Yes,
No one
these
can
are
stop
on the
you.
same cycle, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, we might as well do it next time I can play either of those ever.
Extreme Meters just do Luke.
Yeah.
just go nuts, yeah. All right.
Good.
Bryn, your number 4 is...
Oh, it's Scroll of Secrets.
Wow, it's like we just talked about that.
Yeah, anyway, this one's like card draw. And like it's I know it says it uses an action, but it's a lightning bolt.
Yeah, notably, this
This is tabooed to be like a lightning bolt because as an action, it is terrible.
But this is like, I view this like
Is it
Rex.
bad?
I view this like Rex, where this is actually like functional errata.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's
As an action, this is horrible.
yeah, when I say it's terrible, I mean like you can take it out of your collection and rip it up. You don't need to. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Don't ever play with that. But as a lightning bolt, this card is actually pretty good. Like, sure, it takes up a hand slot, but you're playing class. You have access to a class that doesn't care
Yep.
about that, and probably does care about having the right cards in their hand.
Yep.
Because it turns out most of them do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're basically paying 1 action, and you're going to get 3 cards out of it, and you also can like use it on other people, like Scroll Prophecies.
Yep.
You can also kill weaknesses with it, which always feels great if that ever happens.
Yep.
Yeah, you also get to like run it out and use it as like asset protection because it shields whatever else you've got. You got to discard a card. Well, this one costs 1.
Very true.
So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, and then like when you use it, it's just sitting there, and it's just like kill me. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
good.
Spring doesn't play Mystics with 5 brain to dodge Crypt Chill.
No.
no. The only mystic that I have any interest in playing is Dexter, and I don't care about Crypt Chill against Dexter. What's it gonna do? Make me throw away one of my assets that I was gonna throw away myself?
Secrets.
Scroll Seeker says pretty good in
it
Dexter.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I mean, it is really good.
My number 4 is Deny Existence. 0 cost event that basically just says no to something. This and like Ward of Protection, they fill like similar spots, but with like some slight differences with them. Deny can't stop an Ancient Evils, for example, but Ward of Protection can't stop an enemy from attacking. And I give Deny Existence the edge, just because I like the ability to just say no to attacks, right? Mostly just because I think, like, in a general recommendation, Ward of Protection is generally better, but, like, when you're at the point where your tempo can be so good that you can just eat Ancient Evils a lot of the time, Deny is better just for that. It's a good card, though. It's and we're going to be talking about Ward of Protection later, believe you me, but just saying no to something is awesome.
Wait till Justin finds out about blue events. Just say no to an enemy attack. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's a good card.
Yeah, I played with this card today, and it was actually worse than Unexpected Courage at all times. It does not do anything that you could not do with a neutral card from the core set.
That is true.
So,
It is half an Unexpected Courage,
Yeah.
but it is about also a 1 on the Ward of Protection scale.
Yep.
Which actually makes sense because Ward of Protection is half an Unexpected Courage. Because it commits for half a wild, you see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one makes sense. You have to admit that.
This is also half Unexpected Courage.
This one is, yeah.
Yeah, so like on the Unexpected Courage scale, they are the same card.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're equal.
Yep, equal.
Yeah,
But
that's
this is
why
worth less than a War of Protection.
This is why.
No, it's the same.
This is why the Unexpected Courage scale is like outmoded.
So it could be the non-existent scale.
No, that's not real.
Okay.
That's not a real scale,
Okay.
Travis.
Yeah,
Come on.
See,
Come on.
non-existence can't counter ancient evils, which means that it is like not a ward of protection.
We just said it was equal to War of Protection.
It's like, okay, so it's like saying that just because like 180 degrees is one thing in geometry and it's a different thing in temperature, that those two things are equal.
They are.
Oh, okay. Very good. Anyway,
Don't
don't tell your math teacher that. You will.
There will be problems. And also, if you still have a math teacher and you're watching this video, like,
well, you're probably
watching. You're probably watching. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Our age demographic does not fall
We
into
cuss.
that.
We cussed way too much, but
Yeah.
they could be like, you know, post-secondary or whatever. So like that could be that could be a thing.
But the non-existence is great. Travis, what's your number 4?
6 cents. Yeah. This one's here. Obviously, it's not as good as the level 4 one. It is like quite lackluster in its inability to get
More than one clue in an action. But you come on the card, they'll like let
you
Mystics do something.
Yep.
You know? And this one does it all the time. This is a nice splash card in a lot of decks that can play level 0 purple cards. Something like Zoe that lets you use your brain to investigate. Yeah, Mystics generally can't do things without cards that let them use their brain. And having a card like this that can let you do it as many times as you want is very valuable. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got one question though. Why wasn't this your number 6, Travis?
Because I'm only
It
on
says it
that
on the
5,
card.
so I picked halfway.
Yeah.
I picked 2/3.
Okay.
It's your 6th sense, and so it like takes one away. It's like a negative sense.
Okay.
5 and then you get -1 or 4.
Yeah, Sixth Sense kind of just like made
It's just there.
clue getting for Mystic like a lot less stressful, right? Because well, if you're like the main clue getter, you can't rely on level 0 Sixth Sense,
Oh, absolutely not.
but you can just like have it and just basic investigate, BVS, but it's Brain V Shroud. It's like very similar.
It'll pull you through the first like 2 scenarios too.
Yep. Oh,
So
yeah,
you can
definitely.
like actually afford things
Yep. And then with discounts, you can buy the level 4 version like it's nothing.
for 1
Like
experience
it's
each.
nothing.
Actually insane.
No,
Yeah.
it's fair and balanced.
And then sometimes too that just like you can benefit from the text on it on the level 0. It can happen. It can. Not often, but it can happen.
It does give you the option. You're like you're trying to investigate a high shore location. Like I'm just gonna throw actions into it, and maybe I get to scum the game.
Yep.
Pick a low shroud location instead.
Yep. All right. Bren, your number 3 is
Oh, it's the Enchanted Blade. This is also a card that lets Mystics do something. Only if they have 3 or more punch, though. So, you know. Sorry, Marie Lambeau, you need not apply. Yeah. No, this card's just kind of sweet.
it is sick.
Like +2 fight off of a level 0 weapon is kind of a big deal.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
It's
it's a
like a
relic.
gun.
So you
It's a gun,
is
yeah.
this the relic that Ursula needed to be able to play to be good?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
No.
Well, this puts her. She said that they need to have 3 fight. This puts her 5 up to 3.
No, 3 base fight.
Yeah, they gotta have 3.
This
Be up to 5.
It's okay. You can play Michael Lee,
Yep.
and I'm sure there's another thing.
There's a dissection kit, the tools.
Yeah, you could play
There you go.
like Michael Lee in the dissection kit. Let's go.
This card
yeah.
and like its upgraded version, I really just want them to print a 4-fist Mystic. Because there's a lot of cool tools, but they're just been capped at 3. And I want that 4-fist Mystic because I think it would be really fun to play with him.
Yeah.
Like a Mystic that doesn't just, use kill
Yeah.
spells.
No, his name. I've seen the design files, and his name is Moni Torgan.
I do not like that name. They need to change that name. Hey, Moni Torgan here. Oh God, no! He just comes in just like they're gonna like write a song about like a nursery rhyme. Being like Moni Torgan comes up the steps. Moni Torgan heard you wept, and then he's just gonna like come in and kill kids, take them away. I do not like that. I hope they change it.
The child killer.
Yeah, that's just like freaking. Well, they can't say kill. They're like the kidnapper. You know, like the kidnapper. Perfect. It's in the name. This card is sick though.
Yeah, he's got 5 punch though.
Yo, yeah, he would. He would. Yeah.
Then he gets to take an extra action.
Oh, it's just the same.
Just like
just the
free.
same. Yeah, just the
like
same.
he doesn't even need to do anything.
Cool.
It'd probably be like
he gets extra
when
charges on
coming
his
up
stuff
play.
when
You can put Doom on them if you want, as long as there's a Doom in play. You get an extra action.
Yeah, just in play.
And if it's a kid, you get 2 extra actions.
Yeah,
so good,
child,
so good in that dark matter.
Yeah, the dark matter, and then
Custom
also
scenario.
in that one scenario on Innsmouth.
Yeah, the fish kids.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he's gonna be OP.
He is. My number 3 is the same as Travis's number 3.
Wow.
We're gonna talk about Promise of Power. Wow.
4 symbols.
This is what started the Ward of Protection scale for me, because I'm always just like, it's just like stops a card. Because you're gonna pass, right? Like this basically just says, hey, pass the test. And like curse tokens, like keeping track today, it was like 9 out of 10 of the times it didn't matter. You know, like
I think we had one where like it might have mattered.
I think when Bren got a little bit screwed by it.
Right.
Yeah. So like it's like curse tokens matter so little, and this does so much. Like I understand like on paper if you look at the math.
Depends like
right?
how many are in the bag. You know, like one of them doesn't matter, but 10 of them does matter.
Not necessarily, because remember you never draw them when you were doing that curse deck. You just
they
never...
mattered.
But like I can understand the math on this, right? Where it's an unexpected courage, right? Like on paper, the curse token is going to reduce by 2, so it's really just an unexpected courage.
Yeah, you're just like it's like you're paying the 2 forward.
Yeah, but it's not. It is really fun though when you put the first curse token in the bag with Promise of Power and draw it on that test. You're like, this must have been what happened all the time in testing.
Yeah.
I get it now. I still passed the test, but I get it now. You know, because minus like a bless into an auto fail, a curse into a 0 is just like, it's like how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add?
I don't think I've ever seen someone take 2 horror off this.
I've seen it once when someone was playing an Amanda deck, but it's only that one time.
You should just not bring the curse tokens. I'm gonna be like, Justin, you can't.
Oops.
Show up with an Agnes deck, and you're like, no, I'm not putting the curse token in. I mean, you have to if you can.
Yeah, but if you don't have them, you can't.
Oh, you're right. That's a good point.
So what we're saying here is if you want to play this in an Agnes deck, you should probably just eat all your curse tokens.
You mean you could also just play your Agnes deck without and just put the curse token. It would still be really good.
Yeah.
Well, sure. I guess.
No, I can get the horror damage out of it, but you know.
Yeah.
Playing board games, we do not endorse eating your game components.
However, at Playing Board Games, we do endorse eating bear paws. A quick word from our sponsors. Tasty, yummy brownie flavor. No artificial colors or flavors. Buy some today.
Snack of choice.
Yep. All right, Bren, what's your number 2? Well, it's another multi-class card. I forgot.
Yeah, so I don't like purple cards. I don't think they're very good.
This one saved Bren's life.
No, this one is
times.
a banger. This is an awesome,
actually.
like, this one is like top to bottom, fantastic card design. It's really good.
Even if all it does is nothing, then it means you didn't die.
Yep.
So
that's great.
That's probably good.
Thank God it's fast.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't fast, I was
bad.
definitely not playing it like it was fast the first time I played with it because it was a Bob deck. It didn't matter.
Yes, yeah.
But
then you were like, wait a minute.
It was like, hang on.
This
doesn't normally cost an action.
Cards really,
It's really solid.
it just always impresses me. Yep. And like, I could see, maybe not like both of them making to the end because your deck kind of gets better, but like one of them could probably make it to the end. And you're just like, here, take this, and you're safe.
Yep.
I do like that there's a lot of this. I mean, I understand that 3 of these cards that we've had this happen in, you can play it on other people, so they're multi-class, but like I like the Mystic cards that you can also support other people with, which is Scroll Prophecy, Scroll Secrets, and Talisman. I think it's all really cool design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
All right.
It's good.
My number 2 is Arcane Research. This is a permanent, and when you take it, you suffer 1 mental trauma. If only you had ways to deal with mental trauma. And then after each scenario of the campaign, when
You don't. Healing cards are bad.
just play Fearless, and this solves that problem.
It's a healing card. It's bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Earthly Serenity is bad.
But basically, when you're upgrading, you get to reduce the cost of the spells. The first spell you upgrade by 1, and if you have 2 of these, you reduce it by 2. This is kind of like built into the Mystic class, and like kind of like the way that they're like, in order to scale with the game. It's one of those things that like now it's like so ingrained in that it becomes like kind of you have to take either Arcane Research or down the rabbit hole, if not both, right? If not both.
Yeah.
And it's very easy in Mystic to like afford both Arcane Research and down the rabbit hole. And the downside on Arcane Research is pretty negligible. Like it can sometimes matter if you're doing like the 4 mental trauma Mystic build where you take like
in the thick of it too.
In the thick of it to get down the rabbit hole to get like your Earthly Serenities and like the other 2 spells that you need of either Divination or Brandigathuga. And honestly, you'll
It's like
still be
greedy though.
It's greedy, but like you'll still be fine.
Yeah,
like
but
that's
then
the downside,
desperate
right?
skills, and you're like one more horror.
Yeah. Because like there's just like a lot of ways for you to like mitigate these issues in the Mystic class. So it's like maybe when this card just came out, it was a little bit scarier than it is now, but at this point now, it's unfortunately just like kind of laughable.
Yep.
Yeah, it probably does mean that in future sets we're going to see less upgraded spells and more high cost other cards.
Yep. And I also think that I'm going to save that when I get to my number 1. When I get to my number 1, I'll cross that bridge because I'm going to be talking about that too. But Travis, why don't we go to your number 2, which is
Mr. Renfield. Yeah, this guy fills a lot of holes for the Mystic class. Gives you +1 brain. No other Mystic ally gives you +1 brain at level 0. He gives you resources, something that Mystic struggles with, not quite as much as cards, but definitely to a certain degree. Like they do have some solid resource generation, or like pseudo resource generation. They have like Uncage the Soul and Voice of Ra are both fine. Like Forbidden Alchemy, maybe if you can abuse it. Abuse the horror. Don't play Alchemical Transmutation. Yeah, I see the options are like solid but shallow. And then there's this guy.
it's just repeatable resource generation.
Yeah.
Yep.
It gives you 2 hearts and 1 brain to soak with, which is great because the 2 hearts, Mystics generally have lower meat damage than brain damage. And that 1 brain, you can off him to a 1/1, but also very conveniently gets killed by Ward of Protection's horror.
Yeah.
Which is really nice because he does need to die at some point.
Yep. He does need to die at some point.
Yep. Pairs great. Like him and Arcane shit pairs so good in like most Mystic decks. Just as like you play one of them, you use it to get the cards or the resources you need, then you dump them for the other one, then you use them to fill the other half of your economy.
And then there's also like other tools. You can sacrifice him, use Protecting the Nerdic to bring him back. There's a lot of cool synergies you can do with him. I'm glad he's out of Taboo Prison. It's nice to have him back at level 0 with the max 3 resources cap. Because like most of the time...
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, most of the time like I commonly see people get 2 Doom on him and then he's dead, right?
Yep.
He pays himself back, gives you some like things. Sometimes you get like 5 resources out of him, or like even 6. And like, yeah, that's a lot for a level 0 card, but like you have to be playing. You can't just like put this in anywhere. You need like a plan more than just the game's gonna kill me, because the game might not. Like everyone else might be taking the damage in horror, and you just might be drawing like, my items are all snakes. My items are all snakes. Or Deep Dark, and you're just like, what am I doing here?
The game's probably gonna kill him, but it might not. So
Yep.
you do need to have like a secondary plan for that.
Yeah. All right, Bren, your number 1
Oh no.
is.
Oh, it's Ward of Protection. Yeah, so Ward of Protection is my number 1 card because it kills David Renfield. If you can't kill David Renfield, then he just runs away with the game. Even though you aren't allowed to get more than 3, I think you can still keep adding the Doom.
You can,
if
yes.
you want
You
to.
can.
Yeah, he'll force
And
you
like,
to do it too.
are you gonna not do that? You're just not doing what your card says you can do. That's not making full use of the card.
Yeah, and if you're not making full use of it, why are you having it in your
Yeah.
deck?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, less well-known use case would be, like, stopping an Ancient Evils. That only stops 1 Doom as opposed to, like, probably 5 or 10 that's on David.
That's just
So-
math. That's the Doom on David scale.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
that one.
That one's not going to
No.
make it. That
No.
one's not going to make it out of testing.
No.
Good. I'm
But
glad
yeah,
to hear it's not.
It kind of just, like, buys you a whole turn against the game.
Yep. Yeah,
good.
and also then like, yeah, like it always feels great to get a ward of protection, but just even stopping like the thing that's like, oh, it's gonna blank the card
Yeah.
text of this thing I need to use this turn. It's gonna like move me or like discard my location and like throw me way out of whack. It can just solve a lot of
Yeah.
problems. That's really nice.
I can stop perils.
Yep.
This one is probably the best one that exists because your teammates are never like, hey, do you have a word of protection? You're like, dude, no, I don't. It's level 0.
Yeah. What's also
So
great.
you just stop things that are your problem and not other people's problem.
And like,
Yeah.
while if you're playing like 3-player, it's very easy with Arcane Research to get this to level 2. If you're playing 2-player, the level 0 one will last you like the whole time.
Having the spell tag is really nice.
Yep, for a lot of reasons.
Which, I mean,
Dig
like,
it up. Yeah.
Why wouldn't it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, actually, like, there's no reason for it not to. They should.
Yeah.
It's not complaining, it's just, it's good that it does. It's
Yeah.
convenient.
Not as good as the spirit tag that means that Calvin can play it.
I mean, I do like it in
Because,
Calvin too. It is,
It's like pretty close to the only reason that he's viable as an investigator.
So
really.
super useful for your Diana boxing glove build
Yes.
hell yeah.
that you're using because you with Bandolier because you can use the Enchanted Blade, right?
Over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go on to
Nice.
Travis and Mai's number 1, which is Down the Rabbit Hole. Why don't you take this one first?
Sure. I actually like this one a lot more than I like Arcane Research. How things sit right now, I can see myself getting tired of it in the future, potentially. So, good things about this is that now we're gonna start with the bad things first. Things I don't like about it. It encourages you to play a very static deck, like a not dynamic deck. You want to just like have cards that you're gonna upgrade, and then you just make the cards of your deck better. To get like maximum value out of this, you just play the same deck from scenario 1 to scenario 8, basically, right? It's not super fun.
No.
I've done that a couple times, and it's not great. One good thing I really like about this is you can use it like strategically to accelerate your builds, where you still intend to purchase cards that are perhaps new to your deck, but you can use it, for example, to upgrade your backpacks and your warder protections or the things that are going to stay in your deck.
Customizable cards,
Yeah, customizable cards. And like you're like getting a loan on your experience, kind of. Right? You get the discount now, so your deck's functional, which lets you get more experience while you're actually playing the game, but also like requires you to like dynamically interact with the game, and there's risk associated with it, unlike Arcane Research, which just gives you the experience because it's candy.
Yeah, and then when you've gotten that, when your deck is filled with all the stuff from your discounts, you can start overpaying for a few things, and it kind of balances out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a loan.
I'm gonna start with my problems as well. Is that it traps you in kind of like the Mystic deck, where it's like, especially in the Mystic class, it's so easy to find every card that has an upgrade and just like put those in your deck.
Just playing the same deck.
And it's easier to take than Arcane Research because you're like,
It's free.
there's like literally no downside. And as more cards get upgrades, it's gonna be more problematic as the game goes. You know, like if like, because like You play this and you just put this as Zoe in one of your splash cards, and now suddenly like, oh, my prepared for the worst is better. Oh, my customizable cards are better. I can
guard dogs, my beat cops.
I can take in the thick of it to get ever vigilant. I can upgrade to the other ever vigilant in the future, right? And while I think like right now that's a very enjoyable thing, especially down the rabbit hole outside of the Mystic class. There's a lot of fun things you can do with that. I do think that there should be a little bit of a hold on adding upgraded cards of existing ones and just like making new versions of like that same kind of design, just to like rein it in a little bit in places. So I'd like to see like more new cards. So yeah, what I like about it is that it has that ability to help not just Mystics, because like Arcane Research is like just there for the Mystics, you know? Like there might be some weird janky shit you can do to make that work otherwise. But down the rabbit hole, you can play it in off-color Mystics, right? Because it's a level 0 card, and, you know, that's pretty fun to build around.
Honestly, I do find it a little bit frustrating that they printed this card, especially with, like, they had seen the effects of Arcane Research on the game and, like, their own development processes and how their experience costing Mystic cards, where, like, they printed it, and then, you know, it was neat at the time, and you had to, like, kind of actually decide whether the risk was worth the reward or whatever, but then as they printed more cards, it was just kind of like a no-brainer and homogenized deck building a little bit, and I think that they just kind of did the same thing with this.
Yeah.
How did they make deck building into milk?
All tasty milk, tasty milk.
They just left out in the sun too long.
And I mean, like, there was that joke video ages ago, and it still holds true today. The way to build any Mystic deck is Holy Rosary, Ward of Protection, spells, Arcane Initiate, and like you have, congratulations, half of your deck made.
Yeah, deny existence, you're done.
Yeah, Promise of Power.
Yeah.
You're now looking at like 18 cards of your 30-card deck already picked for you.
Yeah, 4 of that whatever asset, whether it's clues or fighting.
And you're going to want to play Read the Signs and Spectral Razor.
Yeah, that's another 4. That's 8. Easy.
And
then you just pick like 4 other cards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's
not great.
It's also not fun with the way that they can scale. I recently played a Jacqueline deck and a Finn deck. And in the Jacqueline deck, I did Down the Rabbit Hole and Arcane Research within the thick of it. And by the time it was done, the Jacqueline deck had like 85 experience and the Finn deck had 40. And Jacqueline was like, I mean, like, luckily it was me playing both decks. But like, if just like we were hanging out and like we were each brought stuff and I was like doing a million things a turn and you're just like, I move here and do this. It's like not a fun play experience for like a group environment.
Yeah.
But that might be a little bit nitpicky because some people might like watching other people play. Because I always feel bad like when I'm playing with Eric and I do these giant turns, but Eric's like, yeah, that's so cool. But I'm like, one day you're going to be sick of this. Yeah,
that's pretty fair. I am not a card game voyeur.
Yeah.
I do not enjoy
watching people
watching the game happen.
Yeah. That's fair. I'm here to play.
Yeah, I'm here to play.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think that actually makes sense why we don't see a lot of that stuff when the 3 of us play together, right? Because all of us are just like, we play quick, admittedly.
I think Travis's turns already take too long, and he's like, whoa, I just took like 1 action, and I'm like, god damn it.
It's very hypocritical of you, right?
Yeah, I think the biggest time was the Daniela deck, having to like work through all the modes on the Runic Axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. We won't do that again. We'll be giving that Runic Axe to somebody else. It'll be different.
I did have that Mandy deck I played the first time. It was like 50 cards with just random untranslated stuff. There's a lot of decisions to make in that deck too.
You're really quick when you make those decisions, though.
Yes, because I don't care if I make the good ones.
Yeah. You just like you actually don't see. You just like there's like colors, and you're like green.
I look at the cards. I don't read them. Like I don't constantly register what they are, but like my eyes pass over them, and like over one of them, like some dopamine receptor head fires off. I'm like, good.
Yeah, that's the one we want.
That's what I want.
Everyone watching at home, what are your favorite level 0 Mystic cards? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.